So, this is my submission for the gameplay video. This is a voiceover as trying to do it live did end up with me, sort of dragging on and made the video more than 5 minutes. So, I'm doing it this way for now. This is Zone 1. In Zone 1, you have to use the Shrink and Grow spell, as explained by Pink earlier in the video. This spell, when it connects with one of the Shrink and Grow boxes, will make the box either shrink or grow depending on what state it's in. So if it's in its normal state, it'll shrink. If it's in its shrunken state, it'll expand. And if it's expanded, it will go back to its normal state. Using this, I created a zone so that the player would have to jump over the boxes and adjust their sizes in order to find 3 levers in order to open 3 doors. I'll admit this is not my best work. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I gave it my best shot. Most likely, if I were to work with a team or something, I would have found a much better use for these boxes, but this is what I came up with in the end. The all spikes at the bottom, so if the player were to fall, they would take damage and have a consequence, but there's also paths in order to make it easier for them to recover. Now then, starting at Zone 2, we now come to the Come To Me spell. As explained by Pink, what the spell does is that it'll make the pink boxes come to the player. This makes it so that they can move them around, jump on them as needed, so on and so forth. The main use of the boxes at the beginning will be to block the torrents, which will attack the player upon sight. Moving around the boxes, they will keep the player safe. The main goal in this zone is for the player to find the 3 large pink boxes, which will allow them to platform up to the exit of the zone. This one, again, not my proudest moment, and could definitely still use some work, but I do believe that the idea was good. If I had more time, I would have also added a spell that will allow the player to push the boxes away instead of just only having them come to the player. But end of the day, I had what I had, and I unfortunately did not have much time, or well, yeah, not much time to work on anything else. So I did mess up in this recording, but this was my 5th take. I was unable to do any more after this. But yes, the main goal would have been to collect the 3 boxes in order to exit the zone and enter Zone 3. So once the 3 boxes had been collected, they would have basically made a sort of stepping stone situation in order to get out of the zone. Now, Zone 3, I will admit, I am incredibly proud of it. It is a simple maze where the player will have to utilize the Fireball spell in order to find false walls. The false walls have a chiming noise whenever they get hit with a fireball, which allows the player to know which ones are real walls and which ones are fake walls. Also, as within the maze, as you can see, are spike traps and torrents. This is where the shield spell comes in play. I move too fast for the torrents to really do much damage to me. But if it was someone going in blind, they would use the shield spell in order to cover up any torrents that will break down the false walls in order to get to the player. The maze is fairly straightforward. Again, this is my recording since I'm the one who made it. I already know where everything is. Just trying to show off the different sections and everything. There you can see how I utilize the shield spell. If I had more time, I would have set up way more torrents, but again, ran out of time. There isn't much more to say here at this point. However, I will admit I'm most likely not as specialized in level design as I should be, but I did have a lot of fun with this. The code could have been better, but I believe everything did get the idea across in the end. That is the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and thank you for a wonderful month of loading.